Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures and videos and emails, and if you would like to do so, my email is in the description box below. So this first picture that I'm going to put up for you has to do with readiness tests that supposedly were done on April 11th. So if anyone knows anything more about this, let's talk about it, okay? Now, here's a video that was sent to me by a community member, and this is about the Swiss president. Not too sure about this. Supposedly he's about to be nabbed. Okay, so yeah, this is a little concerning. You know, what is it that's going on with our politicians getting nabbed?
Well, I found out yesterday that a gentleman by the name of Pascal Najati in Switzerland was able to convince the Swiss Attorney General of the nation to prosecute the Swiss president and the Minister of Health for abuse of process. There are two other criminal defendants that are sealed at this moment in time, but the president himself and the Minister of Health are under investigation, indictment, and prosecution by the Swiss Attorney General. It's the first criminal complaint anywhere on the planet that has legs. This is the first time anywhere that anybody's been charged with these crimes, and it happened in Switzerland. I just heard about it yesterday. I'm also working with a royal family in Southeast Asia who had one of their family members killed. They are able, by virtue of their lineage and power in that country, to convene their own war crimes tribunal. So we're pursuing that outside of the United States because we can't get anything done inside the United States. The tide has changed. It's really changed, and now you're going to see the floodgates open. These are universal jurisdiction crimes, which means that if Switzerland wanted to prosecute our president, they would not only have the ability to do that and do that in absentia, they would have the ability to sentence and actually carry out that sentence in absentia, meaning that extraterritorially, if they were able to find a treaty partner, they could go and grab whoever it is responsible, bring him back to Switzerland for the execution, if that's what the sentence was. This is a big deal. This is a huge deal. The first sovereign to do this.
Now, here's a picture that was sent in by a community member, and this is a little weird. I've never seen anything like this before. And this comes in from Kroger, okay? I know a lot of us shop at Kroger. And Kroger put up on its website, if you want to opt out of Mother's Day and Father's Day mentions. I don't, look, just take a look. Now, here's a video for you that was sent to me by a community member, and this talks about the Farmer's Almanac. Talking about check your containers, especially the hard plastic ones that are signed for water on the go. All right.
I want you to get a Farmer's Almanac, and I want you to flip towards the back, and I want you to find the page that has the list of plastics and the numbers that are associated with them. All right, so 1 is used in microwavable food trays, salad dressing, soft drinks, blah, 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 these things. It is hard to clean, absorbs bacteria and flavors, avoid reusing. 2 is often used in household cleaners, shampoo bottles, milk jugs, transmits no known chemicals into foods, yet they use it for detergent bottles. So this is used for our like cleaners. This one is used for foods, and it, oh my god. So just to show you what I'm talking about here, that number right there, that's a 2. I mean, it continues on. The ones that had me just disgusted were these. 6, used in water jugs, food containers, linked to heart disease and obesity, avoid. water bottle. Wouldn't you know? It's a 7. It's not just single-use plastic either. It's in everything. If this isn't your cue to stop using plastic, I don't know what is.
And here's an email that comes in from a community member. He said, "Good afternoon. I was just told that we cannot get any bread for these kids in our schools. And just in case I don't tell you, I work for the school system here in Texas. And apparently we are having problems getting flour and wheat for bread. And the supplier told our kitchen manager that we will probably not get bread for a while, or it might be hit and miss." Wow. I'm really sorry to hear about this. You know, as a community, as the prepper community, maybe we can get together, you know, for our schools and see if we can pull together some loaves of bread, and, you know, find out what our schools are lacking in. And maybe we can get some donations and give them to our schools, our churches, our daycares, and things like that. Let's get with the parents and see if we can, you know, help with our schools. Thank you very much, sir, for sending me this email. This was eye-opening. You know, I mean, even if it's not, you know, supplying the flour and the yeast and things like that to make bread, even if it's just, you know, bringing in some loaves of bread, I think that would help out as well. And now for a commercial break. Now, here's a really great video that was sent in by a community member, and this goes to show you what else we can be using our blenders and our mason jars for. Yeah, and this is a really great tutorial. Here you go.
No way for 40 years I could have been doing this. All right, so apparently if you're making a milkshake or a smoothie just for yourself and you don't want to dirty up this and a glass, all you need is a mason jar. Take this, take the bottom off. It'll screw right on top of the jar. Pop it on. Doesn't leak, nothing.
So here are some pictures that were sent in by a community member. She said, "I have never seen so much chemtrails in all of my life. Too many to even count today. It's been about 3 hours and it has not stopped. I'm afraid to even bring the kids outside. You can literally see the crap falling and the sky looks so weird above our neighbor's house. It's supposed to be 85 tomorrow, which is weird because about a week ago we were in coats and boots. I wonder if that has something to do with this. This is crazy." Yeah, you know what? Right now, you know, like here in Tampa Bay area in Florida, okay, generally in April, it is so balls to the wall hot. You literally have the air on. You are in tank tops and shorts. This is without a word of a lie, okay? It is so cold here right now. We have our windows open. I'm wearing a sweater. You go outside, you catch a chill. Okay, it's like, what's going on? Who's messing? Stop messing with my weather, okay? What?
Global warming.
Global warming. Shut up, Sean. Here's these pictures. So here's another email with a picture that was sent in by a community member. She said they want Ohio. Richmond, Indiana is on the border of Ohio, about 15 minutes from my rural home. My husband took this today around 5 o'clock. A plastic plant somehow went up in smoke. They evacuated a half-mile radius from the accident. Clearly, it has traveled miles and miles from southwestern Ohio visible farmland. I hoped I would never have to send you pics from where I live, but I guess this state is sold down the river. I'm just tired of trying to tell people these all can't be accidents and there's crickets. Oh my God. I can't believe you see that from your house. Wow. Okay, so here is a video about 45 and the motorcade in New York. That's all I'm going to say. Okay?
Those of you that have been following me for a while know that I love a good conspiracy theory, but this one hit just a little bit different today. So I'm sure we all know Donald Trump is in New York dealing with this bullshit indictment. His motorcade was seen leaving the airport and heading to Trump Tower. While I was watching this, I noticed something just a little bit off. We'll watch it together, see if you notice it too. All right, so the video starts off, nothing out of the ordinary. You've got your local PD, you've got your lead cars, which usually house your Secret Service, security detail, etc. It's a lot of Secret Service for a civilian. Then you've got things like communication vans. You've got these extra cars inside the motorcade that are not normal for a citizen. That's a lot of vehicles for a citizen. And there's the presidential limo right there. And here's where shit gets funky. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Why? Why is there an ambulance following a presidential motorcade? And I don't want to hear bullshit about Donald Trump is boisterous or whatever. That is a presidential motorcade. That is literally the definition of a presidential motorcade. Look it up. President Obama, when he was in office, he was known for this massive entourage like this that had all kinds of vehicles in it. His motorcade looks exactly like this motorcade. Why is there an ambulance following a fucking citizen? I'll fucking tell you why. Because that man is your commander-in-chief. That man is still our sitting president. I know that sounds fucking crazy. I know that it sounds crazy. I haven't made one of these fucking crazy videos in a while. I'm telling you, that man is still your sitting president. And it's illegal to arrest a sitting commander-in-chief. So, shit's about to get weird. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. Like this video, share this video, comment on this video. I want to know everybody's thoughts. If you think I'm fucking crazy, tell me you think I'm fucking crazy. You're not going to hurt my feelings any. But before you call me crazy, I want you to ask yourself one question. How many times can shit like this happen before it becomes mathematically impossible to be called a coincidence again?
Now here's a video that will make you go, huh, all right.
We cannot simply declare ourselves.
Watch the guy in the background. He looks at him.
Elections on steroids.
Eye contact. Hand signal. Going away.
Now here's a picture that was sent in by a community member, and I'm going to read it to you because the picture is quite small, and I'm having trouble seeing it myself. It says, red flag warning from Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern time until, it says red flag warning in effect from noon till 8 p.m. This evening for the Northeast Pennsylvania, which includes fire weather zones. See 38, 39, 40, 43, 44, 47, 48, 72. National Weather Service in Binghamton, I think that says, has issued a red flag warning, which is in effect from noon till 8 p.m. this evening. Wind northwest. Wow, the writing is so small. Winds 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusts 30 miles per hour. Thunderstorms not expected. Not really sure what that means because I could barely see it. It says, guess their fire safety with all this wind we are getting from my weather app on my phone. Second day, I believe. We're having a lot of wind down here too. Yeah. So here is an email from a community member along with some pictures. She said, I wanted to share this book with everyone. It's a book about world events and why they happen. The author has everything condensed into one source for people to educate themselves on some really intense facts and data on where they found each bit of information. You can link it down below. Amazon sells it, and maybe it can give you some of the income you're missing from the loss of your channel. Oh, sweetheart. Well, thank you. I'm so sorry you are going through so much lately. Well, you know what? It's life, you know, but I'm okay. I'm okay. But thank you for being so concerned about me. But you know what? I'm okay. She said, if you personally want me to do a book review, I'd be happy to send you more pages or list all the topics it covers, whatever you can share. Well, thank you. That would be awesome. It says, I know you may not share all the pages, but that's okay. I know YouTube is hitting you all hard. Yeah, boy. Let me tell you, I'm hearing more and more about what's really going on. And it's... From what I understand, they're changing the algorithm, and it's like, what, you know, why are you changing things up, you know? And it says, as long as people see the front of the book, they know what to buy. Okay, the book is called 180, Unlearn the Lies You've Been Taught to Believe. And the first page that she sent me says, Dr. Rockefeller looks like Quasimodo, supplies little boys. Not going to talk about that. Oh, no, nay. But guess what is in May's newsletter? That man. Yeah. So, holy schneisnat. Yeah. This is crazy pants. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cover of the book up. Okay. But not the pages, because of the words that are on the pages. Can't do it. I'm sorry. Okay. But this book looks really, really interesting. And I know that this is something that would be a very interesting read. You know what I mean? So I'll put the link in the description box below if anybody wants to read this book. Okay. So here you go. And now for a commercial break, much needed commercial break. Okay, so here's an email from a community member, and she's talking about the mechanic fraud video that I did yesterday. And she says, I can relate to the cabin filter chick. My problem, besides being female, is being a thin blonde female in a college town where I lived at the time. No one in my small town could dare to pull that crap because my father had a carport store and did other machining work. I also worked at my dad's place in the summer doing inventory. However, I was far from home. My car would not start, and I lived literally yards from an Amoco station, where I had my car towed for repairs. After an hour or so, I walked in to see how it was going. They told me what the problem was, and I repeated back to them in the form of a question, which was, so you say my car won't start because of the master cylinder is bad. I didn't raise a ruckus right then, in case he was referring to firing order or something similar. I just told him I was walking home, which is next door, and talking to my mechanic father, who verified that this is BS. So I walked back to the place 10 minutes later and didn't even get in the door before the guy said, guess what? It's not the master cylinder after all, and it's ready to go. I have a feeling they might have screwed another person because within a week, an employee's car was firebombed. Nice. He usually parked his car across the street in Austin 1965 Mustang. But the one delivering the BS was the owner, not the employee. I did not hear the explosion, but may have been at work across town. It wasn't that long after that I signed up for auto mechanic class at the local junior college. Yeah, there's, you know, like that story that I was telling you guys when I, you know, had to go get a tune-up and stuff like that on my Eagle Talon, and I'm going back like 25 years, literally. You know, I mean, when that mechanic told me $500, and then my husband brought that same car back a week later, and he told him like it was like $200 for the same thing. it was just like, dude, really? You're really going to try and pull the wool? It just doesn't work that way. I'm sorry, but yeah, we've all run into these kinds of problems, and it's just like, all right, guy, whatever you say. And before I go, here are some pictures and an email from a community member. She said, first, let me give you an update on the situation with my daughter. Okay, this is about the woman who was at the truck stop in California, on the California-Nevada border, who was assaulted by that crazed maniac because she wouldn't allow the guy to get gas before he paid, right? And she said, and how she's doing 1 week after the attack. Her bruises are now showing signs of starting to heal. Well, thank God. Much of the goose eggs she had are gone. She has returned to work and seems to be doing well. One of the vendors called last week, and when he found out what happened, he sent her flowers. Oh, that's awesome. She got good news yesterday that he is still in jail and probably won't be released soon. Oh, good. May he rot. No kidding. Now for something fun. With what is coming in the economy, I've decided to put my sewing skills to work and start a side hustle. Oh, good. I have come up with a name, the Vintage Needle. Oh, I love it. Okay. And I'm making children's and lap quilts, girls' dresses, aprons, and who knows what else. All right. The quilts are sewn together on one of my machines, but the quilting is all done by hand. I have not opened for business yet, as I'm currently making my stock. Once I feel I have sufficient quantity ready for sale, I'll let you know. Oh, yes, please do. Okay. Attached are some photos of some quilt tops that are ready for batting and backs, and one of the dresses that we have done. I can usually get a quilt top done in a couple of days and have 60 more planned and all the pieces purchased. Hand quilting can take me 40 to 60 hours depending on size and my plan on quilting. The dresses I have somewhat planned and the required pieces purchased. I also have fabric purchase for dresses, but no idea which pattern I want to make. So it'll be a little while before I have enough stock to open up. But I will use the time wisely and get all the legal stuff done while I'm still sewing. I'll send you more photos as I get more completed. Oh, well, guess what? Andrew and Jessie are planning on having a baby. She just had surgery and she is all good to go. So we're going to need a quilt for the crib. So I'm so excited. I'll let you know when she is expecting. Okay. So these are beautiful and I absolutely adore them. Oh my God, that dress. Oh. All right, guys, here's the pictures. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.